how you doing, man?
Doing well. Doing well.
It's been a while since we last spoke. Obviously, a lot has happened. I want to know how you're doing health-wise, and number two, I got to ask you about number two. Craig said he was caught a little bit off guard by your number change.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll answer the second question first. Just felt I had to do something different. Number 12 just wasn't really working. The last 3 years just bad juju. So I had to do something different. And to answer your first question, I feel good. I feel just happy again to be back out there playing football, running around, throwing the ball. So I feel healthy right now, and I feel happy. Just good vibes all the way around.
Cody? Is there any significance behind number two, and what do you hope to accomplish this spring, Sean?
Well, actually, there's some significance. My brother wore number 2 all throughout his playing career when he was young, so it was always a big number, big deal to him. So to wear that number and have him watch me that's a cool feeling. You gotta keep him proud and make him proud.
Cody? Just the second part, what do you hope to accomplish this spring, Sean, for yourself and with this new team? And what is it like learning a new scheme like this?
Yeah, so I hope to accomplish 2 things here. First off, get the playbook down, get the offense, good grasp of it, so we can go into summer and expand on it more. And hope to accomplish just getting back into playing shape again. I didn't play much of any football last year. People played a little less, with spring ball getting canceled, but I played even less. So I hope just to get back in football shape and get back playing football with all the fundamentals again, and just thinking about how to play football and that sort of thing.
Davis?
John, what's been your first impressions of Coach Polisek, and is there any, noticeable difference in maybe his approach compared to Coach Vegan?
I love him. He's a fiery guy, which is good for us. He's gonna light a fire under us every single day, and he's gonna expect the best of us every single day. I just love that about him. So he's gonna bring his A game every single day and expects us to bring our A game right back. So he's a good leader for our offense. He's what we needed. So it's been really fun working underneath him.
Michael?
Where would you say you were at kind of health-wise in terms of what you're going to be able to do this spring? And do you feel like you have any limitations right now?
I don't feel like I have any limitations right now. Obviously, it's just going to be different. My ankle was a crazy break, and it's a long process to get back. So getting back into the football shape is going to be tough. So I wouldn't say there's any limitations, but doing things, I wouldn't say I can do them as fast as I can do them in the fall, or as I once could. So.
Cody? Sean, that was absolutely heartbreaking to see that scene in Nevada last year. Did you ever waver at all and think, maybe this football thing's not going to work out?
I can't lie to you. I did. I did some thinking, and I went to a dark place. I just thought that football wasn't for me. Football, was the worst thing in the world, especially college football. I've had so much fun playing football in college, 3 straight injuries, 3 season-ending injuries. Went to a dark place, thought about it, but with support from my family, my friends, my roommates, my teammates, I knew that football was for me, and I knew that I can come back and I can do this thing again. So just got a good mindset now and some positive energy, so should be fun.
Davis?
So, Sean, did you ever get really close to a point where you thought about walking away or not doing it anymore? How close did you get, I guess?
I talked to my mom a lot, and she said no one's going to be disappointed if you decide to walk away, but that's just not in my nature. I'm not a quitter, and when I set out to start things, I intend to finish them. So I started this back in the summer of 2018, and I intend to finish it one day. So, it was a maybe slight thought, but I knew deep down I needed to finish this thing, and I want to finish this thing.
Tracy?
Sean, given your situation, how important or how much does the extra year of eligibility mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a lot. It's almost like that year never existed, mentally and physically. I don't want to think about that year, and I'm just glad it doesn't even show up. So it means a lot. It means I get another year, and I just didn't waste a year on 3 plays, if that makes sense.
Cody? John, what is it like to look around in the huddle and see all the talent and all these guys that are back and all these guys at your disposal?
It brings a smile to my face. Every time I walk in there, I see the best center in the conference, best running back in the conference, and I see 3 receivers and a really good tight end that can just make plays. So it takes pressure off my shoulders, and it makes it exciting. I know those guys are eager to make plays, and they just want the ball anywhere near them so they can just go up and get it and be spectacular.
Davis.
Sean, it seems like we've been talking about the lack of production in the passing game for the last 2 or 3 years. So what's the expectations for yourself and this group of receivers and tight ends that you have back in that department?
We got to do it this year. There's no let's think about it. No, we got to do it. And I know those guys with their coaching staff now, we're going to do it. And we got the plan in place. We got our offensive scheme working in the right direction. So, we're looking really good. Day one is – we just got done with day one, and day one looked really, really good. So I'm excited for these 14 more days here.
Michael.
John, I mean, you're visibly greening. You seem like you're in a pretty good place mentally. I mean, is this kind of the best place you've been at mentally? And do you kind of feel like you have like a new mindset this spring? Because you can all just kind of see your grin is pretty evident.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember the last time I was this excited to play football. I guess that'll do it. So the lack of football that you've played will make you really excited to play football again. So I'm just glad we get the spring back. Especially with COVID and all that, we were able to do this. So it's truly exciting. I knew 2021 was going to be different from 2020, and I'm just really excited and fortunate to play football again.
Any other questions for Sean? Tracy. Sean, what about having 2 pretty established running backs back there with the emergence last year? How much is that going to help your passing game?
It's going to help it a lot. I mean, it's those guys are reliable, especially in the passing game. I know those guys can catch the ball out of the backfield, and once they get the ball in their hands, they're dynamic with it. They're elusive, and they're hard to bring down. So it's going to help a lot. But in the quarterback running game, it's going to help too. I mean, I don't need to carry the ball, as much as those guys. And if anything, those guys can run the ball really well and take those hits off of me. So it's gonna help a lot.
So basically, you have to be willing to use them.
Yes, and I think we definitely are committed and willing to use those guys.